Hello, Cancer, and oh no, it's not. It's Pisces. Do apologise. I just did Cancer before. Hello, Pisces. I do apologise about that. Welcome to the Astroflower reading. This is going to be an Astroflower reading for the 9th through to the 15th of May. If you're not part of the Astroflower family, it's just a case of subscribing and clicking that bell here on YouTube, and you will be part. So you get notifications for all future videos coming up. This is how we sort of do an intuitive reading, basically, using the Astroflower, which is a tool created a long time ago. Oh, well, it seems a long time now. You'll find lots of links in the description below about that, which you can go and explore your flower and the books and etc. Here is your flower, and on this side here we have the relationships, your spirit and your intuition, or your emotions. And this side here is all to do with sort of business, jobs, finances, acquisitions, and this is how the energy is running through you. This is how the universe is trying to influence your karmic path. So let's just see what the message is coming in straight away from that. Okay, so this is not victories at the moment. Okay, this is more of a case of you should have been getting messages that were coming in last week and having clarity of how to move on in your life. With that clarity, you should be in a situation where you can start seeing further along the path of your life, in order to create a situation where you are having with your relationships with your family, your friends, even your couple, etc., will be very joyous, and it's going to provoke a very good sensation of feeling part of that community, or feeling part really wholly within that couple, as it were. And as you can see further down the line, or further down the path, it's easier to avoid any complicated situations in the ongoing future. But there's certainly, what they're trying to do is encourage you. The universe is trying to encourage you to when it works, this is it. When it works, push it. Push it real good. There was a song, wasn't it? When it starts working for you, then you should really start pushing it. It should be good, and you should enjoy it. And as you push it, you're going to get a lot of fruits, a lot of situations that come up, which may sort of like with people that you know already, but you haven't had a profound relationship with them in the past. And in the future, it might be a case of kind of going, yeah, this is really good and it's working really well. Okay, let's just see how the guides are trying to influence that karmic path. Last week you had the Four of Swords, so and that would have went with the intuitive message. If you want to see that, you can go back into our channel and have a look at last week's reading, because this is an ongoing thing. It's almost like break time over, time to get back to work. Coffee break over, time to get back to work. It's investing in those relationships. That's what it seems like. It seems like it's now the time to actually apply yourself in the relationships that are around you. And that will bring you the success in the future. Knight of Wands, very rhythmical, very sort of vibrant and very fast energy. So yeah, this is all about investing, and investing in the way of, like music, it's like it invades everything. Music, it's absolutely brilliant, and it's you've got to be a little bit like music this week. Invest in the environment and the relationships that are all around you. Okay. And keep a really good rhythm, a fiery rhythm for you. Let's just see what's going on with those. Now we're going to look at how the guides are trying to influence the conversation that is within our subconscious, that sort of angel and devil that sits upon our shoulders in a way. Sorry, making the connection is a little bit difficult. It's a little bit skitty. There are some things that are going to be really obvious, other things that are going to be a little less obvious around you. And that's where that inner voice is going to help you to concentrate on the here and now, on the things that are actually present within the relationships that you find yourself, present within the couple, within your family, your friends and stuff like that, that actually provide you with happiness and provide other people with happiness. And it's a case of concentrating on that sort of thing. Okay, so it's Tower moment. In order to have that here and now concentration on your relationships that are around you, some things you've got to realize that okay, that doesn't really do anything for me at this time. It may do in the future, but not at the moment. In that case, we'll take that down and we use those bricks or those stones that we've used to make the last tower in order to make something different. And it is a cultivating and changing aspect. I don't think it's like, this might be for individual particular things, because I don't go into sort of kind of, you're going to buy a car this week or you're going to split up this week, because these are general readings. What the Astroflower does is try and help you to get the best out of every situation, which helps you to progress, gives you personal growth, but also helps you to help other people that are around you. And that tower is almost sort of saying, you know, some things are not worth holding on to, and it's probably just allowing them just to sort of fall away in order to make space for those future victories and those perfect times. So I think the message on the relationship side here is only hold on to the things that are working, that are causing fun, not just for you, but for other people that are around you. And don't waste your time on things that are detrimental, basically. Let's have a look at what's happening on your financial sort of side. You've got the King of Cups. You've got the King of Cups and the Moon, where you had the Seven of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups here last week. So let's just have a look at that. Let's see what's going through for that. If you look out on a mill pond, yeah, you look out on a pond, you can see, I love taking photographs of reflections of the sky or trees in water, yeah, especially when it's obviously, you know, quiet and still. If you are still within your emotions, you'll see the hidden movements on that mill pond of life. And you will see when the fish jump in certain parts of the pond. Therefore, that's where you know to go fishing. This is to do with jobs and finances and stuff like that. And that's the uncovering of the unseen. And when you look on the mill ponds, when I look on things, when I'm looking at energy, when I'm doing healing and stuff like that, which I do regular basis every week, week in, week out, and I've been doing it for 30 years. It's absolutely brilliant. I look at people's auras. I can see auras around everything, humans as much as this telephone. Yeah, when you see that and you see the changes in the periphery of the auras, you know something's coming in, so then you can prepare for it. And this is what I think this is what the message is coming in for you on that financial and business sort of side. Have that stillness emotionally within you, so then you can sense the ripples on the surface around you. And that will give you a heads up on the hidden things, because within those hidden ripples, you will find benefits or sort of benefits. It's more sort of, you know, opportunities, there you go, opportunities for you to express or for you to progress, in the going future. Let's just have a look and see how your guides are trying to influence that karmic path. It's very fiery, very, it's might tie in with that Knight of Wands there on that side. it's a fire that's retained. So it's like that, a cat that's ready to pounce on that mouse. It's staying there, it's tightening its muscles, and it's ready to jump on that mouse. This is the opportunities that will come in. You've got to seize them by the looks of things. Okay, Five of Swords. So in order to do this, you need to cut out the noise that is around you. And that's what the Five of Swords is all about. It's sort of saying to you, don't get involved in conflicts, or don't get involved in situations that would be detrimental to you finding these opportunities that are on the surface of your life at the moment, that are around you. And if you can, block it out, blank it out around you, you're going to have some really good success in the going future. Okay, so it's a case of your guides are trying to sort of keep things at bay and block out the periphery of the things that are causing background noise. Like, if you say, like, if you're looking at that mill pond and you can see the flat surface and there's a leaf that keeps fluttering but in front of the sun, it's going to affect your vision. So you might need to just move to a position where it no longer affects your position. And that's what your guides are going to do to you. And that's what that Five of Swords is all about. Okay, so let's have a look what's happening on your guides and the conversation that is within you. Be very attentive to the coincidences that are around you, because you've got to strike that like that cobra in a way, as I was saying earlier on, and cutting out that noise as well within your subconscious and the business front. So concentrating on the stuff that you're doing, concentrating on your job, concentrating on your business, really knuckle down to it. Not necessarily working hard, but certainly working smart is what it's all about. That's what your guides are trying to do. And then when you're working smart, then all of a sudden you'll have those situations where you can be able to strike like a cobra because you're concentrating on what's going on. I don't know if you know how chicken, this is really weird, but how a chicken actually sees. It has a little bit like those lizards where one eye sort of goes like that and the other eye is fixed. The eye that fixed is basically taking a photo constantly of the place it's looking at. And what it does is, because that other eye, what it does is it notices when there's a movement on that fixed image. And that's when the other eye then can focus where it is and it can pick it up. So it's really quite good the way it does it. And it's a little bit that sort of way. Four of Wands. So yeah, this is gonna change you from one dimension to another. If you can do this, and you had the Nine of Cups up there last week, and you had the Hermit in this position here, and the Hermit's very similar to the Five of Swords, at least the messages in this from last week. And this Nine of Wands is I think it's gonna make you shine a little bit like a star. It's gonna be that sort of victory that comes in, and looking across, it'd be interesting to see what this card here is. Looking across how it flows through you from one side of your life to the other. It is definitely going through a phase where you might be setting up a situation of a career move for you. This is what it sort of seems like if you're in a job, or if you're, say, like within a business. It's setting up a situation where you can reinvest in your business and grow your business. Okay, let's just see how the energy sort of like, what's the combining to how you sort of connect with the environment or the world that is in your here and now. Keeping focus and listening to your intuition. It's very attentive. So you're talking to someone, you can hear a conversation that's going on there. And it might be the conversation that you're having with someone that you don't really need to listen to, but you don't need either to cut off from that person. You just need to hear that person say, oh yeah, I've heard that, gold is selling really, gold prices are going up or whatever. And you might turn around and sort of say, oh, in that case, I've got to buy gold. This is the sort of thing that's within you. If you're financially inclined, if it's to do with your relationships, it would be to do with that. Whichever side of life it is, I just took that side because it was an easy thing. It doesn't necessarily, that might mean something to someone, but it's not meant to be a sort of specific message. This is how we approach life. Okay, so the Empress, it is tying everything in the body, mind, and spirit. And this is where you're galvanizing your spirit and your soul through your life, and it's going to play out in your environment, in your everyday life around you this week. Okay, let's just see what the energy that is going through you. Pure happiness seems like 2 of Cups. It's not, it's the Eight of Swords. I think this is more of a case that the energy that's coming through, as I said, is more sort of 2 of Cups. So and you've got the Eight of Swords. I think it's a case here that be prepared to liberate yourself from your encumbering environment that is around you. It's coming down the line. Those victories are coming down the line for you. So I think it's more a case of that than anything else, because the energy that comes off it is much more of a case of a 2 of Cups. It's the marrying of 2 sides in a way. Very much like the Empress as well. And it's maybe a case that you're still a little bit stuck. This pond may be a little bit small for you. And it's a case that you're going to be moving into a bigger pond. And it's more sort of saying, this card here is sort of saying, hold true to you. Don't worry, your victory is on its way. Your miracle is on its way. I remember seeing that somewhere. I remember I had a poster of it and I'm doing washing up, and it sort of said, "Don't worry, your miracle is on its way." And it seems like that with that Eight of Swords. So let's just have a look at the elements, and this is what we do on Cymatic TV. So you have lots of different elements running through your flower, and we have a look on Cymatic TV how those elements come from the sun, and that's with the wind of prana, and how the vibration of the earth actually affects our vibration, our chakra system, and our aura system. And we're just going to have a look to sort of see what's happening in those sort of vibrations. So in the early part of the week, it's going to be mainly water and earth that is being affected by the looks of things. You've got loads of water, of course, because you are pure water. There's only 4 pure element signs, and you're one of them. And you do have water that does come up through you there, cardinal water there and fixed water there. And this, I think it's going to be emotionally, this may give you that sensation of feeling a little bit trapped like a big fish in a small pond. And once you get put into a bigger pond, you're going to realize that maybe you're not such a big fish. And you got to, we've all got that ego within inside us, but we do need to keep that in check a little bit. And I think realizing that kind of just saying, okay, this situation is not good for me. I need to move up a step. If you do that, then, later on in the week when the solar flares start, because I think they're going to start really for Tuesday and Wednesday, coming back through. And I think that's going to affect this top section. So that come from Wednesday through that section where it's going to affect the Tower, the Four of Wands, and the Empress card. And I think that's going to help you to you're going to wriggle free by the end of the week. And that's when you're going to feel a lot less unstuck, a lot less stuck. Yeah. So there you go, Pisces. I hope you did enjoy it. If you're not part of the Astroflower family, all you got to do is subscribe and click that bell and you'll become part of it. We also do loads of stuff on Instagram. And obviously we have our books as well, which you will find in the links in the description below. In the meantime, Pisces, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.